Hopefully that's working okay. It's kind of an awkward place, but I wasn't walking, so this is the best chance I have to do this. Hopefully you can hear me. There's some background noise, but I'm at work. I'm on my break. And so when I left off, I was talking about the idea of spirit and how it's not like Casper the Friendly Ghost or some creature that's made out of mist. It's a concept that has neither matter nor energy and yet is viable. And yeah, atheists believe in these because there are things like mathematics and rules of logic. There are things that are processes. You know, how much does a waterfall weigh? Or how much does a whirlpool weigh? And you can make a whirlpool out of things that aren't water. So a whirlpool, although it calls to mind a specific image, although everybody knows what it is, although it can be mathematically defined, a whirlpool is not made of a specific kind of matter. And a whirlpool is not a measure of energy. It's a phenomenon. Okay? Just as fire is a phenomenon, or the experience of being added or subtracted is a phenomenon, or the experience of being human is a phenomenon. The idea of a soul is a phenomenon. Okay, that's a very basic understanding, but it'll do for now. Now, I said that I was going to touch on the matter of faith and how atheists might be surprised to find that atheists have some strange ideas about what faith means, when it's actually a very commonplace thing. I had an atheistic friend once who summed it up by saying that faith is an absolute belief in something that you know isn't true. It's like, wow, that's amazing. That's funny, but it has nothing to do with the actual definition, obviously. Faith is something like, take this for example. My name is Gabriel. I was born in Denver, Colorado. I moved to California when I was a baby. Didn't like it there. And eventually I moved here to Butte, Montana. Okay, now, do you have any empirical proof that that's the case? Now, theoretically, you could like look up my birth certificate and such, but as it stands, is it at least possible that my name isn't Gabriel? Or that my name is Gabriel, but I'm not from Denver, I'm from Durango? Or is it possible that there was a guy named Gabriel and he died when I was a baby and I assumed his identity when I moved to California? These things are possible. But if you're anything like most of my friends, you take it on faith that I'm Gabriel, I'm from Denver. That's that. Faith is very much like that. It's not a scientific thing. You don't believe that I'm Gabriel because of some scientific empirical test that you've done. It's not the result of experimentation. It's a matter of faith. The same applies to spiritual faith, that we believe things that God has revealed. Now, how He's revealed them, long story, but that's what faith is in a nutshell. And it's not some weird, it's not the crazy thing that atheists try to make it into, that it's some cognitive dissonance or some fabrication. It's just the idea of taking something given on authority at face value. So I'm just trying to lay down some of the basic terms here that tend to get confused and bring them down to their simplest possible concepts. So yeah, that's the idea of spirit and the idea of faith. And I feel like there's more I should have said on the subject of talking to atheists. So I'm going to, before my next video, I'm going to review what I said about that, because I think I've said enough about talking to theists for the time being. And I'll try to wrap up what it is to talk to atheists, and then we'll move on to something else, because I think we've wasted enough time on this. Have a good one.